question I was asked recently is, why does the Qigong that you teach differ from the Qigong that I've already been taught? And why am I experiencing more when I practice your way? I asked for clarification on this. Is that Qigong in general, or are you asking about a particular set of Qigong? The answer was, I was talking about particular sets, the 8 strands of Brocade and the Shibashi. I always felt relaxed and content after Qigong. Now I'm experiencing movement, internal movement, that I cannot explain. Additionally, I'm experiencing smells, colours, tastes, and memories. I think that they are memories, and emotions. A simple reply from me. First of all, I cannot comment on the way that these have been taught by any individual teachers. However, I can give an overall answer. Simply put, most teachers are not teaching Qigong. I often use the analogy of music when working with Qigong or explaining Qigong, and it fits well here. If you imagine learning to play a piano, you start off with one key, an individual note. Then you learn how to play chords, then simple tunes, finally more complex music. The progression is the same within Qigong. You start with the simple and move towards the complex. Firstly though, you need to access the Qi. Staying with that analogy, you're sitting at a piano and the keyboard lid is down and locked. Those keys that you need to access are hidden below the lid. Unless your teacher has the means to unlock the lid, they cannot access the keyboard, so they cannot play the piano, let alone teach it, as they have never ever accessed it or played the keys. They need to have access to those keys and understand how the piano works, otherwise they cannot teach you how to play the piano. It's the same with Qigong. All Qigong works on the same basis, moving Qi, awareness of that movement, enhancing that movement, and you do that by using the feedback of listening Jing. It doesn't matter what set it is, it all works the same way. So I and all of the other true Qigong teachers unlock and lift that lid for you. The 2 sets that you've mentioned are both very popular, and they're taught, I use that term very loosely, by thousands of teachers. In most cases, they've been taught physically, with no access to the Qi. No real access. I'm going to pick one exercise from the Badwan Jin and ask some very, very basic questions, so that you can figure out for yourself whether or not you understand what is happening or what is supposed to be happening. And the wise owl looks backward. What stance are you using? Do you understand that stance and how important it is? When you open the wings, how far are you opening them? Why are you opening them that far? When you turn your head to look down behind you, what are you looking at? Is there a reason for this? What Qi are you working with? What elements? What meridians? And what acupuncture points? If you've been practicing the Badwan Jin for a while and none of this has been explained or taught, then you have to ask yourself why this is so. You might want to ask your teacher and give them the opportunity to give you the answers. You might want to find another teacher, one who can answer them. Now this is the same for all Qigong, all sets. Have the internal aspects been explained? Have you been taught the why and the how? The second question was, why am I experiencing more when I practice your way? You are not practicing my way. You're practicing true Qigong. It's as simple as that. When you're practicing Qigong, you're working with different elements, different meridians. Each of these meridians has emotions, colours, tastes, etc. associated with it. These associations were not chosen at random. These are triggered by the action that Qigong has on the Qi in the particular meridian. It was using listening Jing, being passively aware of that these correspondences were discovered. The brain interprets Qi in different ways. For some of us, it's colour. For some, it can be taste or smell. Others experience the tangible flow of the Qi. For most, it's a mixture of all of these, but with one being the more dominant. If you're practicing a metal Qigong, you will get a different response to that from an earth Qigong or a fire Qigong, etc. So these emotions, memories, smells, taste, and internal feelings that you're getting will be from either the element you're working on or the effect that it is having on another element. Now this can be either through the nurturing cycle, where, for example, fire nurtures earth, or through the controlling cycle, where fire controls metal. The bottom line is that you ask yourself, am I being taught true Qigong, or am I being taught slow physical exercises? Don't be shy. Ask your teacher about the how and the why for the internal movement. And don't accept vague, fluffy sound bites about Qi.